This is week 8. We'll do just revision on week 8 before we do the lab. How many chapters in the OSI model? 7. The TCP IP model, or they call it the inter model, is 4 layers. Some books, they call it 5 layers, but for our sake, our exam, our book, it is 4 layers, okay? Application layer, transport layer, internet, and network access. Okay, how did we come up with this layer names? We combined the first top 3 layers, 7, 6, and 5, with application. Transport is transport. Network is now called internet layer. That's why they call it the internet model. Then we have data link and physical. It is called now network access layer. So this is how we came up with these layer names. Access layer devices provide access so hosts can join a wired or wireless network. Okay. In a wired network, each host connects to an access layer network, such as a device, such as a switch. A switch builds a MAC address table, and the switch uses the MAC address table to send the message to a specific port. We know about the function of the switch. So the switch is here in the middle, okay, and if it receives message from this computer to H1, it will check the ports. It will find that, okay, on this port I have H1 connected, so it will send the message here, okay. So the switch uses MAC address table. The switch uses MAC address table. So this is the MAC address table. You have the port number and the MAC address of the computer that is connected to it. Okay? All right. What is the meaning of FA0/1? Who can tell me? FA يعني شو? Fast Ethernet. Fast Ethernet connection. If you look there, that's a switch. شايفين هذا switch اللي لونه أخضر? That's a switch. شايفين الأربعة هذول؟ These are switches. Okay. The switch forwards frame out to all hosts except the sending host, of course. Okay. If the MAC address destination is not there in the MAC table. Broadcast containment. We mentioned, I think, before that, this is a broadcast domain. See, the whole thing here is a broadcast. This one is a broadcast. Yani, the switch, if I have 2 switches or 3 switches, still they are in the broadcast domain. A broadcast message is used to contact every other device in the local network. What is the address of a broadcast? It is all set into one. Yani it will be like this, all F. This means that this is a broadcast message. Okay? Broadcast frame. What about here? How many broadcast domains do I have here? Who can tell me? Because I have a router. So each interface of the router is connected to a LAN. Each interface of the router is connected to a LAN. شايف هذه? So we call this a broadcast domain. Anything, any message here, any broadcast here, broadcast يعني لما تبعت لكل حد. If one computer here send a broadcast, it will go only here in this network. It will not go beyond the router. يعني الراوتر بيمنع البرودكاست. So every router interface is connected to a broadcast domain. فهمت ايش معناه؟ Very. So how many broadcast domains do I have here? 3. So routers are used to divide the network into multiple broadcast domains. Right. Access layer communication. In order to send information from a device that is on an Ethernet network, the device must supply its own source MAC address, a destination MAC address, its own source IP address, and destination IP address. We have studied this. You had even a question about this in the, yeah. And the address resolution protocol, ARP, is used to discover the MAC address of a device on the same local network. We have covered this before. Okay, these are the references. Any questions? Let's do the lab.